If you are here, that means that you are ready to start your Etsy adventure. I'm Lara, and I will be your instructor. I have been selling on Etsy since 2014, reaching over 18,000 sales and 5,000 five-star reviews. So do you want to know my secrets? In this course, I will share with you all my secrets, bonuses, and all the tools that I use right now and that I have used in the past. From developing your brand to SEO, we will talk about all the aspects that you need to master Etsy. Last year, I have worked with more than 300 Etsy sellers, and I have understood exactly your questions and what you need to be successful on Etsy. If I can do it, everyone can. You can too. If you believe in yourself and in your product, nothing can stop you. Nothing. Now is your time to shine. Are you ready to begin your Etsy journey? Join me now in this exclusive course. No matter if you're a beginner or if you already have an Etsy shop for some time now, this is the course that will bring you from here to becoming a top 1% Etsy seller. Before we begin to talk about branding, we have to figure out what you want to sell. Maybe you know what you want to sell already, or maybe you have an idea. This lesson will help you to decide what is the best thing for you. Let's discover your product.
Etsy is a magical land for custom-made items, vintage, and pretty much anything handmade that can be personalized or anything creative. It's not the best platform to resell something. So don't just buy in bulk stuff from Alibaba or other marketplaces and resell them on Etsy at higher prices. This is not the best idea. Number 1, follow trends. Let's see what are the top selling items on Etsy right now. It's always great to follow the trends and see what people are searching for. You can also type in a word and see what the engine suggests. This is also a great way to see the trending items and also a great way to choose your keywords. But we will talk more about this further on in this course. Number 2, explore keywords. You can always explore different keywords and search for different words, but not only on Etsy. Use Google Trends. Check out Google Trends and see what the world is searching for. For example, let's look at dress. Let's see how this trend went in the last 12 months in the United States. You can see that at some point there wasn't such a big interest in dresses. But let's compare dress with face masks. Now that's interesting. In the last 12 months, dress was definitely more popular than face masks. However, in the last 90 days, face masks had a big increase. So this is really interesting to notice and explore. You can explore keywords on other marketplaces as well, and you can also use other tools like Keywords Everywhere, Keyword Tool, Keyword Inspector, Sonar Tool, and of course eRank, which is Etsy Rank, and you may be familiar with that already. Number 3, solve a problem. Solving a customer's problem has always been the key in marketing. This is a great way to develop any product. Listen to the frustration of customers, of shoppers, in any field that you wish, and think how you can solve that. It can be a completely innovative product or something as simple as possible. Sometimes the easiest solutions are the hardest to see. At the same time, it can be a matter of quality or flexibility. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can just bring a better product on the market. 4. What is your professional experience? What are you good at? Have you gained more experience in a particular field, or do you have a certain skill that makes you stand out? Use that. Think of how you can share with the world this particular thing. It doesn't have to be a physical product. You can also sell digital items on Etsy, graphics, or even guides and books. 5. Follow your passion. This is probably the most essential one, and this will always work because it is what you love, and you will find a million ways to share your passion with the world. You will never get tired, and it will keep you motivated. There is another thing that comes with it: honesty. Your intention will not be to get rich no matter what, but to show the world who you are and what you can do. This comes with emotion, and this will generate the trust that you wish to get in your potential customers. The key here is to be flexible, creative, and to think outside the box. If you can combine the current trends with your passion, then success is written all over you. Your niche is directly related to your product. Basically, if you know what you wish to sell, you know your niche as well. Is there a market for your niche? Explore the trends, the keywords, and check out your competition. If there is competition, then there is definitely a market for it. If it's too much competition, figure out how to narrow down your niche. Create something that no one is doing yet, or do it better. Remember, you don't have to invent anything. You just have to do it better than your competition, and maybe more affordable. Go that extra mile and give a little something more. Tip: the best way to get better or to really find your best audience is by actually doing. Don't waste too much time researching and studying, as you will get stuck in a quest for perfection that you will never reach. We were all beginners at some point. Who is your competition? Researching your competitors is the best thing you can do, no matter your level of success. You can learn so much from your competition, and that is what makes today's market brilliant and powerful. People will always aim for more and work harder to become the best in their field, so the quality and the diversity of your work will only grow in time. If you are just getting started, knowing your competition will allow yourself to find your place in your niche. You will get new ideas of marketing, and you'll learn how to showcase your work or product. And don't get intimidated by the various brands that exist nowadays, because everyone has a spot under the sun. And if you bring your own story and bring your uniqueness, there is no other way. There is no one else like you. So of course that your brand and your product and everything that you represent will be so unique if you are honest and genuine. Determine your audience. Who is your ideal customer? Close your eyes and imagine him or her. Is it a woman, a man, both? What does she like? Is he into sports? What are their favorite films? Are they cinema lovers, travelers? Are you addressing to newlyweds or young couples, teenagers into music concerts? Knowing your ideal customer will help you know exactly what to tell them. It will also help you target your ads to the right audience.
Find the core of your brand. What is your why? What is your passion? What do you want to say? What is your vision? What problem do you wish to solve in the world? All these questions will help you to find the core of your brand. If you want to create something that will last for years and maybe even long before us, then you are in the right place. Many people confuse building a brand with building the visual identity of your brand. Even if the logo is important and the color scheme and everything visually, these are not your brand. That is why it is really important to discover your why, your secret engine. What makes you tick? What is that thing that makes you burn, that fire inside you, that inspires you, that motivates you, that helps you create and move on, move further? Find the heart of your brand. What makes that beating go? What is that pulse? What is that thing that helps you create even more and send your message out into the world and deliver your message to the right people? Deliver your message to your audience. No matter the channel that you use, no matter the platform, you have to be everywhere. Your brand has to be like a spider web. Try to reach as many people as possible using all these channels that are given to us. Use everything that we have nowadays, all the tools. Develop your brand identity. We, as humans, react to almost the same things. We are emotional beings and we have more or less the same triggers. The golden rule of marketing is that we are always selling a dream, a feeling, an emotion, or a solution to a problem. We are not selling an actual physical product. Well, we do, but it's not about the product. It's about how you will feel when you'll buy the product, how you will feel as a customer wearing my clothing. Through branding, through your message, you tell your audience, you tell your potential customer, how will they feel when wearing your product, when using your product, using your service. For example, I tell my customers that they will feel empowered. They will brighten up the world. They will brighten up their life. They will feel comfortable yet powerful and daring and beautiful and glorious. And this is what I'm selling. I'm selling empowerment. Create a visual identity. If you have established already the core of your brand, your audience, your competitors, and who your brand is, now, only now, you can create the visual identity of your brand, starting with the logo, continuing with the color scheme, the fonts, and all these visual things. The logo can be as simple as possible. Like think of Apple and the bite, or more complex if you have a fashion brand or you have like a futuristic app. It can be just your name written with some very interesting fonts, or a simple colorful brush that highlights the name of your brand. The fonts are also very suggestive and say a lot about your brand. If you have an elegant fashion line, you can use some classy fonts. If you have an empowering sports brand, you need bold font. The color scheme is again very important because you can use that not only for your website, but you can use that on all your social media accounts. Think about your audience. What colors do they like? Then think again about your brand. What color suits your brand? Find the voice of your brand. All these exercises will help you find the voice of your brand. And this is just as important as the visual identity of your brand. Never forget that you are addressing to an actual person. So you don't need a very cold voice because you are addressing to someone else. There is another person, just like I am addressing to you now. And I put a lot of passion and soul in what I'm saying. Imagine if I would talk just like a robot.
Thank you for watching my Etsy course. I am here to teach you how to become a successful...
No, the world is no longer like that. We have blood in our veins. You need to show that. Don't be afraid to show the life that you have, the fire that burns in you, the passion that you have. Translate, take that passion and put it out there. Take that passion and give it to the audience. Take your energy and give it to the audience because they feel that and they want that. They need that. You need to have life in the voice of your brand. Always consider the human touch in every little thing that you do, every detail. You are talking to another person, and that person needs to feel you, needs to hear your voice. And in order to listen to you, you need to have a voice, a powerful voice, a strong voice, a real voice, a raw voice, an honest voice. You need to tell them the truth. Only the truth will guarantee your success. Choose the face of your brand. Know what is that emotion that you want to sell. What is the feeling? How will your customer feel after using your product or wearing your product? This has to be your message. You will feel empowered. You will feel amazing. You will feel beautiful. You will feel glorious. You will feel young again. You will conquer the world. Give a girl the right shoes and she'll conquer the world. This is what you need to tell to your audience. This is branding. When we add a face to this feeling, then the potential customer or the customer will connect easier to you and your brand. No matter if it is a model, an influencer, a mascot, a cartoon, yourself, or someone from your team, your brand needs a recognizable image in time. Find the personality of your brand. This is linked in many ways with all the previous things that we have discussed so far. But this goes beyond images and texts. This is the actual feeling that your brand projects. Do you know, those very optimistic people, full of light and joy that just shine. They enter a room and everything starts glowing around themselves, and you get that warm, cozy, nice feeling when you are next to them. Well, this is exactly what you need to create with your brand. You can't put your finger on just one quality or aspect to say this is what makes them so radiant, yet they instantly light up a room and make you feel good. You will not build this right away. This happens in time, but think about it. How would you like to make people feel? Focus on building a community. This is the key to all great branding. Most people just want to sell and they really forget about anything else. They lack in delivering a story, sending out a message, and building a community. Everybody wants to be part of a community or part of something greater, part of a revolution. Turn them into VIP customers in order to attract them, in order to welcome them into your world. You need to offer them free things, offer them prizes, special discounts, offer them free shipping, promos, all sorts of things. These will help you grow tremendously, and these will attract lots of people in the beginning. In building the community, social media is a must. And not only social media, but blog and YouTube. I feel that these two are the best channels, the most essential ones nowadays. Of course, you need to have them all. You need Facebook, Instagram, you need Pinterest, you need Twitter, LinkedIn, Tumblr, everything. You have to be there, TikTok, but you need these as well.
Welcome to the anatomy of a successful Etsy listing. Since Etsy doesn't let you customize your shop as you wish, the core of your store is your listing and how you create it. This also means SEO, photography, and the way you address to your potential customers through the description. Let's dive into this topic and start with a secret tip. The key to Etsy success is to be very active and have lots and lots of listings. What means to be very active? Activity is when you post new listings as often as possible, renew your old ones, create sales campaigns, and use Etsy ads. The more I work with different shops in different niches, the more convinced I am that having lots of listings is essential. I have reached 1,000 listings now, and I see the difference every time I broaden my collection. So this really is a game changer. It also makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Imagine if you are looking for custom pendants. There are over 35,000 listings on Etsy with custom pendants. If you had 1,000 of those listings in your store, well, chances to show up in searches without even doing any promotions will be very high. When you have more listings, you can also use various titles and tags, which is another very important tip. Always use various titles and tags. Don't use the same tags or titles over and over again. Using various words in your titles and tags will help you tremendously with SEO. Now, let's start creating our Etsy listing and go through all the settings. When you add a new listing, the first thing that shows is photography. Photography is essential, but it is not everything. So don't get stuck trying to have the perfect photo or spending all your budget on photography. One of my first listings that didn't have at all good photos became a bestseller at some point. It even reached the first spot on Etsy for coats, and it was the cover photo for the category jackets and coats. People were crazy about that coat, and that was the moment when I realized that it's not all about photography. So I've stopped worrying that I don't have all the time Vogue-worthy photos. You can add up to 10 photos, but don't worry if you have less. This feature is available since 2017, but before you could add only 5 photos. So you can imagine that most listings on Etsy added before have only 5 photos. This, I believe, is ideal, and try to add at least 5 photos. Not only that this is good for indexing better your listing, but it also helps your potential customer get a better idea and feeling about your product. Photography tips. Etsy offers you some tips which are very good, and I will elaborate more and share with you what I like to do and use. First of all, always use natural light. This is essential. I'm personally not a fan of studio photos unless it is really necessary, like freezing cold outside and you need to take shots of summer tops. Natural light not only that represents your product and the color of it better, but it also offers a sort of three-dimensional look and feeling. Studio photography can look more dull, flatter, while street photography makes your model look sharper. Second tip, natural light doesn't mean direct sunlight. Avoid that, as it will burn your photo and will change the color of the product. You can use it though if you are taking photos very early in the morning when the light is milder, or in the afternoon when you have that beautiful golden hour. Tip number 3, add the human touch. No matter what you are selling, show it in use. If you are selling clothes, wear them. If you are selling pens, hold them. Show someone writing with them. Any item that you have, show it next to a person or used by someone. Tip number 4, show your product in an environment. Helping the imagination of your potential customer is essential. This is linked to the previous point, the human touch, as it is always best to show the product in use and in its environment. If you sell pillows, show them on a couch, in a bed, or in any other cozy environment. Tip number 5, use a clean background or one that contrasts your product or model. Many platforms encourage the white background, but I personally don't like it at all, as it helps you nowadays lose the identity of the brand, but blend easier on popular marketplaces that care about their overall look more than your identity. So it is important to have a clean background, even if it is a white room. Try to play with your photos and see what you like best, what represents you and your brand. Remember what we have discussed about your brand identity, the color scheme. Use that here in creating your Etsy photography. Tip number 6, always focus on the product. Make it shine. Sometimes using a very colorful yet clean background may do wonders for your listing. It will help you stand out in searches and in a sea of products shot on white backgrounds, guess on which one the customer will click. That's right, the click goes to your colorful listing because it makes them curious. It intrigues them. Who is this shop? Who dares to use such fun, colorful backgrounds? Take my example. I used this technique at the beginning of 2020 by accident. I took a street pic but had someone in the frame, so I thought I should remove the background and add a colorful abstract one. The photo had such a huge impact on social media that I have decided to do the whole collection like this. Sooner than later, I saw the Etsy views rising in a time when things started to be uncertain for most Etsy sellers. Video. I'm personally very excited about this new brand feature. It really enlivens your listing and makes your product shine, so definitely start using it today. Now, let's discuss about listing details. Let's start with the title. The title of your product is very important, and just as the tags, it has to be rich in keywords and various. Do not repeat the same title over and over again, as this will not help your SEO. Let's explore some tips about the perfect title. Your title should be descriptive. That means you should use prepositions like for, to, with, etc. Don't use too many commas. It doesn't really help your SEO to have summer dress, comma, maxi dress, comma, extravagant dress, comma, elegant dress, comma. That's not the way to go. The title doesn't have to look spammy. You don't need to just enumerate words. So instead of saying women's dress, classy dress, black maxi dress, ruffled dress, women party gown, cocktail dress, you can say black maxi dress for women, cocktail dress with ruffles, party gown. Do you see the difference? The next tip is that the first words are the most important. So start with popular keywords. Don't start with the name of your brand, store, product code. If you really need to add the product code somewhere, add it at the end of the title, never at the beginning. You can skip the name of your store because that doesn't help with SEO, and if someone, already knows your name, it will land in your shop anyway. The title and tags are for you to get discovered by potential customers browsing the Etsy marketplace that have no idea of your existence, so you need to help them with that. Very valuable tip. Research is everything. Study your competition and explore similar listings. See what words are they using, check out their titles and tags. Do not copy them. Just let yourself inspired. Let's move on to about this listing. This is where you can mention who created the product. You, a member of your shop, or another company. If you are using a production partner, it is essential to mention them. For example, if you are using a print-on-demand company, either Printful or Printify, it is really important to add them as production partners and mention here another company or person. Then you can say if it is a finished product or a supply or tool and the year when it was made, or if it is made to order. If you are selling vintage products, then this is your place to mention the year. Category. This is another very important part of your Etsy listing because this helps you get indexed better. Etsy has plenty of categories, so all you need to do is type in the one that you believe is the closest to your product and you'll see then a number of suggestions. You can also get inspired from your competitors and see what categories did they use. These show up at the bottom of a listing next to the tags. Attributes. The moment when you will choose a category, a couple more fields will show up depending on the category, and they are called attributes, like primary color, occasion. Make sure to always add all these attributes as they are not so optional. They help Etsy better index the listing. For the occasion, you can change and play with it from graduation, birthday, anniversary. You can have one occasion for each and every listing. Renewal options. You can control here if you wish the listing to be automatically renewed when it expires. Every renewal costs 20 cents. Or if you wish to manually renew the listing, this is up to you. It doesn't really influence the strength of a listing. It just allows you to have better control over what you spend. Type. Choose if you are selling a physical or a digital product. Description. Here is the fun part. Descriptions should be very easy to read, informative yet friendly. Remember, the voice of your brand has to be here as well. Think of how would you present your product to a friend. You may want to say that it's so versatile that it can be used with so many outfits. You may want to add, it's thin and soft, amazing for summer days, but a bit chilly for summer nights, so you may need a jacket with it. Important rules. Be honest and transparent, be friendly, share a personal story or experience. Now, this is the core of everything. All good marketing starts and ends with a great story. So what is your story? This is a place where you can share the story behind the product. If you want to sell on Etsy, then you are probably selling something made by you. So you will for sure have a story linked to this. How did you come up with the idea? What inspired you? You may have a personal funny story or an emotional one. What was your motivation to finish this product? What do you want to achieve with this item or with your store and brand? How do you want your customer to feel when using this product? If it is a vintage product, where did you find it? Write down the story of the item or the product or the creation, the art. If you answer all these questions, addressing to them, to your potential customers, then you will have a fantastic description. Don't forget to be transparent. Share all the ingredients, fabrics used, care instructions, any other technical detail that they need to know. And now, ladies and gentlemen, some SEO tips. There are just a couple of rules that you need to remember and use to each and every description. Rule number 1. Always repeat the first 3 words in the title at the beginning of your description in a sentence. So if your title is T-shirt with saying for women, funny adult shirts, you will begin your description like this. T-shirts with saying for women, fun and creative, a versatile piece that will put a smile on everyone's face. Rule number 2. Add a call to action with link to your store. Remember that you don't have to add any external links. So don't add links to your social media or your website. Calls to action always do wonders. You sometimes need to tell people what to do. So adding at least one call to action is very important. You can mention somewhere at the end of your description, thank you so much for visiting, check out my other collections add the link to your Etsy store. Or you can add this one at the end and add another one somewhere at the beginning, sending the customer to a similar listing or a product in another color or that may complete the outfit. Rule number 3. Don't copy-paste a description to all your listings. You can have a similar text, especially if you share your mission and vision, size chart, or the same production process. However, try to have the first 2-3 short paragraphs different for every listing. Custom orders. Make sure to check this box if customers can request customization for your products. Section. Choose one of the sections of your store. This is also important for having your listings and your store indexed better. If you have a lot of listings, it is also important to help your visitors browse your shop with more ease. Now we have reached the best part of a listing. Tags. You probably know that titles and tags are the most important elements of your listing, but I would say that tags are even more valuable. So let's explore some tips that will help you get those perfect tags. Tip number 1. Always use all 13 tags. Tip number 2. Use long tail keywords. That means those tags that are formed from 2, 3, or even 4 words. Tip number 3, never, but never add single words. Don't add tags like gift, mom, shirt, etc. These are not at all helpful because only the word gift has over 18 million results. You can imagine that you will never be found in this large amount of listings only by using gift. But if you add the tag gift set for mom, there are only 75,000 results. Still a lot, but better than 18 million. You probably start to see now the power of the long tail keywords. Tip number 4, avoid hugely popular keywords like gift for her, unique gift, Christmas gifts. These have become way too general, and although it's okay to use some of the holiday related tags when a big holiday is near, try to limit this use at only 1 tag per listing. But we will talk much more about SEO in the next section, understanding SEO. Let's get back to our listing. Below tags, you'll see materials. This is great to use as the words added will work as tags, so you don't have to add them again above. If you are selling jewelry or accessories that have certain stones, add them here in the materials section so that you can use the tags for more diverse searches. Another secret tip. Etsy's categories work as tags too, so there is no need to repeat that either. If you are selling a dress, which is in women's dresses category, there is no need to add the tags women's dresses again. As we all know, pricing can be a deal breaker in so many cases. So, before deciding this, do these things. Number 1, study your competition, see the prices that they have. Number 2, calculate your production cost. Number 3, calculate shipping. And number 4, calculate your profit. You must have a very clear data of these essentials because they will contribute to your branding as well. Don't forget about discounts and free shipping. It is also important to know that customers love free shipping and they love sales, so they prefer paying more on a unique product than to pay on shipping because it's normal to want to contribute more to the work and time of an artist than to a shipping company. Quantity. There is a secret regarding this, and that is when adding a lower quantity, Etsy lets your potential customer know that there are only 2 available, or only 1. This will create an urgency in the mind of the customer and they are more likely to buy it. If they see that there are 99 in stock, well, no worries. We have plenty of time. But you want to let them know that the clock is ticking and they should buy now. SKU. I was mentioning that there is no need to add the product code in the title and you can add it here. Variations. Here is where you can add variations to your listing. If your shirt comes in more colors, here is where you can add 1 variation for color and add as many colors as you want. If you offer more sizes or more dimensions, here you can add these as well. It is important to know that only 2 variations can be added per listing, and people usually go for size and color. Here you can also add a variation for finish, let's say. If your product is a painting that may come framed or unframed, there are many options that you can use. Remember when I said that having lots and lots of listings is the key to Etsy success? Well, although variations are very practical, they can also stop you from having more listings. So if you're just starting out, feel free to not use this and add more listings, 1 for each and every color, 2 different listings for framed versus unframed, and so on. However, don't create more listings for different sizes. That will confuse the customer. For having different prices for each and every variation, you just need to click the box with prices vary for each size or for color, style, finish, and then manually add the prices that you wish before publishing the listing. Personalization. Personalized items are really popular on Etsy. So if you are offering that, you can turn on this box and add some instructions. Let the customer know what you need so that you can personalize their item. Do you need their name? A very short message, a quote. This doesn't help you with photos, though. You will need to ask the customer to send all visuals via messages. You can also make this box optional or mandatory. Now, let's move on to the next lesson, where we will talk more about shipping and production partners. Welcome to Shipping and Production Partners. When you will upload your first listing, you'll have a shipping section as well, so you can set up the shipping from there and save it as your profile, or visit your shop manager once your store is live. Go to Settings, Shipping Settings, and make sure first of all that you offer free shipping to United States guarantee. This is really important because Etsy shows first the listings from the stores that have this. So it is better to even have a bigger price for your product, but have this option turned on. Go to your shipping profiles. Here you can have even more profiles, each of them linked to a number of listings, depending on the product or the weight of the product. Processing time is also important, as shoppers are used to getting things very fast, so it's best to have this under 1 week if possible. This is not the same with the delivery time. This means how long it takes you to send the order once it is received in your store. Delivery time means how long does it actually take for the shopper to receive the package. How to ship only to a specific location, and usually in your country. Sending packages worldwide can be a challenge. If you wish to ship only in a couple of countries or only to United States, if you are from there especially, go to the profile, leave only the country of origin and delete other countries and the everywhere else option. Upgrades and costs. I have seen that many people just leave Etsy to calculate the shipping costs, but this is not the best. The best is to set up a fixed cost. Better yet, have free shipping. There is a good thing that Etsy does here to help you out. When people buy more items from you, it charges another additional fee for every second item purchased. So you can charge $5 for one item, for example, and extra $2 for the second item purchased, or extra $1 or $3. Usually it's best to have half of the initial sum. So if someone gets free items from your shop, they will pay $9, 5 plus 2 plus 2. So that may reduce your shipping cost. You can also add upgrades. Thus, you can offer free shipping for standard post and also express shipping at a bigger cost, but a quicker turnaround, so everyone is happy. You'll probably learn after the first order the real cost of your shipping, but you should know in advance all the prices. Visit your local postal office and ask for the fees around the country or even the world, depending on the weight and volume of the package. Try to contact some of the international carriers as well, like DHL or FedEx. However, they are more expensive, but you can get a contract with them for a better price when you'll have more orders on a daily basis. And don't worry, that time will come too. How to add production partners. The production partner is a company that helps you physically produce your art or products based on your own designs, like printing on t-shirts, apparel, fine art, engraving, or even 3D printing. You can add a production partner while you add a new listing. Click here, Add a new production partner. You can choose to not display their name, but it is important to let Etsy know who they are and make their name private to your buyers by clicking the orange button. Just mention a print shop or friend's shop. Add the location of their warehouse. If you are not sure, double-check this on their website. Let your shoppers briefly know how this partner helps you out. This description is for the public. The next questions are just for Etsy. Be very honest and transparent and let Etsy know exactly why you chose to work with a production partner. Why are you working with them? What is your role? What is a partner's role? Save partner. You can also add a partner by clicking Settings, Production Partner, add a new production partner, and you will see the same window. Remember to link all your listings made with the help of another company or person to the production partner. You can also have more partners. Let's move on to the next lesson, where we will discuss about sales and campaigns and some extra secrets and tips. We all know that buyers love sales and free shipping. I know this may not be so easy all the time, but it is best to even have a higher price to the product, still competitive in your niche, and offer free shipping and a discount. Because Etsy not only promotes the listings with free shipping, but also lets the customers choose to see only the listings on sale and with free shipping. Most customers have these filters turned on, and you can see the difference in the number of listings. Not everyone offers free shipping or discounts. So for this search, Gifts for Men leather, from over 140,000 listings, we have narrowed the search down to about 30,000 listings just by applying these two filters. That is quite a lot. You can also see the other filters on the left for color, style. Remember the listing attributes? Well, clearly not so optional. Let's move on to our dashboard, and you'll see marketing, sales, and coupons. You will see here my overall performance for this month. For the last 3 weeks, I have received 93 orders with a discount, the average order value and revenue from discounts only. Then you'll see all the sales and coupon codes that you have active. I personally use a lot of coupon codes that I offer to my VIP customers, and I will get to that strategy later on in this section. But I have some permanent sales as well, always active in my shop. From 20% off to 30% off, I always have some sections on sale. I highly suggest to add at least 70% of your listings with a special discount and keep 30% just for your special VIP customers. Of course, at a bigger price for the brand new customers. Let's set up some special offers. In this lesson, we will focus just on sales and coupon codes. Choose percentage off. Choose the country where you wish to offer this. You can offer a special sale or free shipping only to your country or a certain country where shipping is less expensive, so you can play with these. Minimum order to qualify. Here you can offer the discount if someone purchases 2 items or spends $200 in your store. Then the discount will be applied and they get 20% off $200. If you wish to place the discount just for a certain section of your shop or just some listings, leave this none. And in the next step, you will be able to choose the listing that you wish. That's it, confirm and create. If you wish to offer free shipping, here you can do this as well. If you have a fixed cost at your shipping profile, create a sale for free shipping. We go back here, instead of percentage, we add free shipping. It can be domestic only, and again you can choose quantity or value, order total to offer free shipping when someone buys free items or spends $200 in your store. Then you set it up exactly as the previous offer. For the coupon code, you can set up a bigger value, especially if you are offering wholesale, so that boutique owners purchase more from your store in order to get 50% off or 30% off. This also works for your VIP world. I always offer more to my VIP customers. If I have already a sale of 20% off in my store, my VIP world gets 25% off, or even 30% off, or even more if you have a really special occasion. Sometimes when it is my birthday, I offer even 40% off. Combine sales with coupon codes. Keep the codes for your special community and for wholesalers, and add sales for everyone. Visitors tend to buy quicker when they see the discount already applied than to use a code. Make their shopping experience as easy as possible and as quick as possible. Make it fun. You want to make this process as simple as possible. Etsy ads. The secret for Etsy ads is having very good SEO. Very important to know that Etsy will spend most of the time all your daily budget. So it is best to set up a daily budget comfortable for you. Also, play with your budget. A good budget starts at more than $3 per day, and you should try $5, $10 during weekends or in key moments or for upcoming holidays. And you can go up to $20 a day. To be honest, I have had great results with $10 or $15 per day. I never used more than $25 and I didn't see huge changes in the clicks and sales. Etsy says that it is best to keep your budget for at least 30 days so that it figures out how to and where to spend it to your ideal audience. However, when you are already in the game, you can change your budget more often. It is also a matter of the number of listings that you advertise. I mentioned many times the activity that you need in your store and the fact that one of the keys to Etsy success is having as many listings as possible. I noticed a big difference when I had 300 listings, then 500, 1000, and so on. Focus on the listings with sales, reviews, favorites, and even more views or clicks. Those weigh more for Etsy. My strategy is to start with all listings. Then, after 3 or 4 weeks, see which ones perform better and select only those listings to focus the budget on the listings that have more clicks and sales. But always have more than 50% of your store promoted. If you're having a seasonal product which is very popular, the moment that holiday is very close or past, Etsy will continue to push that listing as it gets sales and it will consume all or most of your budget just on that particular listing. So be very careful to turn it off when the time comes. Renews. This is also something that works and you should renew your old listings from time to time. When someone purchases something, that listing automatically gets renewed, of course with the 20 cents fee. So the engine pushes that listing higher in searches. Imagine if you had 15 sales a day on just that particular listing. The search engine will push it higher 15 times. So there are bigger chances to show up on the first or second page. You can also do this manually by clicking renew on a certain item. This combined with the Etsy ads has a different impact. If you wish to renew your listings automatically, you can also use this tool, etsyonsale.com. Renews cost 20 cents, just like every time that you publish a new listing. So don't spend too much on this. It's best to focus your budget on the ads, but from time to time, refreshing all listings is very good for your entire store and the entire overall rank of your store. I usually edit the listing first, change something in the title, switch the thumbnail photo, adjust the description, maybe change 1 or 2 tags, and then after I update the listing, I also click Renew. Abandon cart. When the customer holds your listing for more than 24 hours in their cart, Etsy automatically sends your coupon code to the customer if you have an abandoned cart campaign set up. To push them to shop, it is always best to have a greater discount than the one already running in your store. If you have a 10% off already, you can create a special coupon of 15% off or 20% off. Do the exact same thing for the recently favorited campaign, but keep in mind that here you can have a lower discount. Make your customers buy more. A lot of my revenue every month comes from returning customers, sometimes more than 50%. So you have to get them back into your store. One thing that I use is email marketing, sending them newsletters with special promos and discounts, but you can also send them a thank you coupon inside Etsy.
You create a special coupon code that you do not have to share with anyone else and just check the box with yes, automatically email this coupon to buyers 24 hours after you have marked your order as complete. The secret is to create a very irresistible offer, so a greater discount, but conditioned by quantity or order value. Yes, we offer them 40% off, but they have to purchase for $500 or maybe quantity. You offered them 50% off if they buy 8 listings. Most of the time, they will place another order. Low quantity. This is also a great strategy. Keep a low quantity to your inventory. Let's say just 1 or 2 items so that the customer sees that there's only one left and it's in other people's carts. This will create a sense of urgency that will make the customer proceed with the purchase. Now, let's talk about an amazing strategy for Etsy ads. This is a strategy for Etsy ads when they are not so efficient as in the beginning. Like I previously mentioned, one of the keys to Etsy success is being active. And playing with your Etsy budget is also important, especially when you do not see the results. Now, this is a proven strategy. I tried it with my clients and they all had amazing results. So when you see that the ads don't bring you visits and sales as before, do not raise the budget. Lower it down. I know, it's insane, right? Because your first instinct is to add more money. And this is what Etsy wants. But you need to do the opposite. And at the same time, create new discounts and new listings. At least one new listing. It can be a seasonal product, a gift set, or a limited edition bundle. If you are at $20 per day, go at 15 or even 10. And at the same time, stop the current sales and create new ones. Even if you keep the same discounts, it doesn't really matter. Wait for 5-6 days and go back to the initial ad budget. We talked about the ad budget, but let's also talk about the return on investment, which is more important than your budget. The Etsy ads bill should never be more than the actual sales. Also, if you spend $100 on ads and get sales of $100 or so, your return will be 0%. If you have a return of 100%, that's not so bad. However, a good return would be at least 200%. So if I run ads for $500, I have to get at least $1,500 in sales coming only from the ads. I sometimes get much more. This fluctuates a bit. However, this is more or less my personal ROI. I've seen bigger returns with Facebook or other platforms, and usually if you consider the whole budget of your brand or company, you shouldn't invest more than 10 up to 15% of your income in ads. Etsy clearly has bigger rates. However, lots of these customers coming from ads become my regular customers and usually end up purchasing much more. But Etsy counts only the clicks and purchases coming through that specific promoted listing. I also feel that the offsite ads are very productive, and even if they take bigger commissions, I do have a greater return from these than the Etsy ads themselves. I have seen results without Etsy ads, but I don't recommend doing this, especially in the beginning. They definitely work, and the important thing is to have very good SEO. And this is what we are learning now. Are you ready for more? Let's go!
Everybody talks about SEO these days. No matter if you're just starting your blog, if you're using YouTube, or if you're just launching your Etsy shop. SEO sounds very fancy, but in fact it means search engine optimization. It is all about improving the visibility of your store and figuring out not only what your customers want, but also how they search for that. I am going to share with you some technicalities so that you get the whole picture. But no worries, I will explain to you everything that you need to know to master Etsy SEO. In this lesson, we will talk about how Etsy search works. The most challenging thing about SEO is that it is always changing. It is like a living organism that changes every couple of months. The algorithm is always improved and modified as the IT guys learn better the behavior of their users. In order to always offer better shopping experience, they change the way SEO works. This is definitely better for the customers and for the platform, but a pain in the for the sellers, especially when no one tells you exactly how it works, so you have to figure everything on your own. But no worries, that's why I'm here. Etsy search works in two main phases: query matches and ranking. Query matches. This is simple, and it means that Etsy literally searches all its listings when someone enters some keywords or a search term. The better your listing matches this term, the greater chances you'll have to show up in that search. Ranking. This is a whole different aspect, and it means how high your listings rank. There are a couple of things that Etsy analyzes here, like how relevant is your listing? This is when Etsy analyzes your title, description, tags, attributes, categories, everything that you wrote when you created the listing. Titles or keywords that are a perfect match with the customer's search term will always rank higher. Quality. Every listing has a quality score, and that is given by the listing's 5-star reviews, favorites, views, and conversions. Customer experience. Reviews are clearly essential, both for the customer and for Etsy. Not only that Etsy analyzes the listing's quality, but it also analyzes the shop's quality. How many excellent reviews does the shop have? Any open cases, any reports? And how completed is the shop's profile? From your About section, announcement, shop members, shop policies. Recency. You may have seen listings that are very new from new shops that barely have 2 reviews and rank on the first page. And you might have wondered, how do they do it? The answer is more simple and rather dull. Etsy temporarily boosts new listings to see how they perform. If the listing gets tons of sales, then great. If not, it will be buried under the millions of listings and the shop will have to work hard to rank in the first pages. Shipping and price can be the game changer all the time. Customers love free shipping and discounts, so Etsy loves them too. It is also very important to have the free shipping guarantee to US turned on. Shop location can also influence the search. This is a rather new change in its algorithm, and the concept is simple. Etsy believes that if you are closer to the customer, she or he has greater chances to receive faster the package. This is not a clear rule, and customers will still see shops from all around the world. I'm selling mostly to the United States, so customers see me, but sometimes closer shops may win the search results. Shoppers' behavior will also influence the search. Etsy learns every time what the customer loves more, and it will start showing the things that are more likely to be purchased. This is done with the help of context-specific ranking that easily learns what customers want and they give them what they want. If you understand these concepts, it will be easier for you to learn how Etsy works and know how to create your listings and what words and terms to use. First of all, know your audience. Just like we discussed in the branding section, this is one of the first steps that you need to do when creating your brand and starting your Etsy adventure. When you know who your ideal customer is, you'll also know how they talk and what words do they use. Secondly, make sure you accurately describe your product. Don't add words just because they are popular, because you can't trick Etsy. The better you describe your product, the greater chances you have to be found in searches and none of the less to make sales. Titles and tags are also very important, and in the next lesson you will get the key to successful titles and tags. Are you ready? Yeah, let's go. Let the fun begin. Are you ready? Now we will go deeper into understanding how Etsy works and, more important, understanding your customers. Etsy may be an algorithm, but this algorithm is made by humans to fulfill the wishes and needs of other humans. So it's all in their psychology too, and understanding what words or phrases people are searching for and use those phrases in your titles and tags. Keep your titles various and rich in keywords. Get as creative as possible with your words, because you can have so many different phrases and words for one single product. Even if you have 5 products that are similar or almost identical, you must have different words for all. Let's say you are selling t-shirts and have 5 unisex t-shirts with more or less a similar design. Maybe they all have a motivational quote or message, and you may be inclined to use the same words. But you shouldn't, and I will show you how to create those perfect titles. First of all, to see what people are looking for on Etsy, use the autocomplete tool, just like the Google autocomplete. Go on the Etsy search bar and type t-shirt. This shows you what are the most popular searches now on Etsy. Let's not stop here and dig deeper. Let's look for t-shirts with sayings. This search result has about 170,000 results, which makes it a good phrase, popular but not as popular as 1 million results. The secret is to combine in one listing phrases that are very popular, less popular, and very niched, at about 2,000 results up to 5,000 results. But do not use words that have just 100 or 200 results, or not at all, because they will not bring you any visitors. You also see in the results the ad. Everybody who is using Etsy ads may or may not show up in these results. We have already discussed the importance of these. Not only that they may show your listing on the first row, but they will make it rank higher even after the ad is finished, and they help your entire shop rank higher. What you need to do right now is to click on the listings that come from shops with more reviews, because that means they have greater experience on Etsy and they will probably have better titles and tags. Look for products that are similar with yours and see the words that they use. Do not copy them, but get inspired. Then go back and try another phrase that Etsy suggested. I clicked on t-shirts for women, and this one has more than 2.6 million results, which means it is hugely popular. You can see here more shirts that have the Etsy badge of best seller. Those are definitely listings from where you can get inspired, because it means they have good SEO, great reviews, lots of views, favorites, sales of course, and you can see they have various titles and they use very popular words with less popular ones. Don't stop in the first 2 rows. Scroll down and explore other shops with even more reviews and sales and different words. Then check out what Etsy has to say when you type t-shirts for women. It will show you even more interesting results that can get you new ideas, like t-shirts for women with sayings, t-shirts for women vintage, and so on. How else can you name a t-shirt? How about shirts for women? You can also use t-shirt, tee, top, tank, summer shirt, sleeveless shirt, short sleeve shirt, blouse, workout shirt. You can see in how many ways you can name a shirt and how many combinations may be. The options are endless, so you can have hundreds of listings and still find new ways to name them. Remember to keep your title short. Last year, a good title was a longer one, with more keywords. The longer, the better. That's why most shops still have the long titles, myself including. But Etsy announced all sellers a couple of months ago to keep their titles short, an update that showed up in our dashboard. This is because of Google and the offsite ads. They all prefer shorter titles for their SEO, so Etsy changed its algorithm as well. There are other ways in which customers will search for a product, and we will discuss it right away. But there are some options that you need to set up when you add a listing so that you do not repeat the same words in your titles and tags. These are the attributes that are not at all optional. So a lot of people are looking for a certain color, and some time ago we all had to have that color written in the title, like red dress or blue shirt. But now Etsy has the color option in the listing, just like it has a clothing style or some options about the item. For paintings or prints, it has dimensions and sizes, if they are framed or unframed, vertical or horizontal. So all these options that you already have mentioned in the listings, you do not need to add as words in the titles and tags in order to save those spaces for different, more specific or unique ways of describing your product. It is very important to understand your customer and his or her psychology. Think about yourself too. How are you searching for a gift or something to wear for yourself? What words do you use? Are you looking for something specific? Maybe a special event, or maybe you are looking for a theme or a particular style or size, or something custom made or personalized, since Etsy is home of custom items. You can also add in your title materials, cotton, linen, lace, metal, gold, silver, occasion or season, wedding, birthday, anniversary, summer, fall, winter, style, boho, rockabilly, pinup, infinity, shape, round, square, apple-shaped, theme, abstract, geometric, safari, city life, places where they will use the object, bedroom painting, kitchen art, office art, person, something for mom, for wife, for husband, hubby, dad, couples, grandma, parents, brother, sister, newlyweds, and so on. When it comes to special occasions and anniversaries or birthdays, you can dig even more. And very popular, as you can see, are phrases like first anniversary, 5-year wedding anniversary, 7th anniversary, 10-year anniversary, first anniversary, first dance, second anniversary. You should also use words like personalized, custom, customized, as these are very popular. And even if you can choose this option when you create the listing, and Etsy will show your listing in searches, these words are so popular that it is best to use them as well. But make sure to really offer this option to your customers in your settings. Other great words that you can toy with are adjectives. These can be so various and so specific and can bring value to your listings. But make sure to use those with high search results, and some examples are funny, trendy, cool, unique, affordable, dainty. As you can see, the options are endless. All you have to do is take your time and explore the marketplace and check out your niche. Research shops and listings with similar products, and if it helps you, write down all sorts of words and combinations. You will see that you'll have many wording ideas and you could easily make your listings more diverse. And here comes a tip. Always update your titles and tags and don't stick with the same title for months. Etsy is a living organism and it always changes, so you have to stay on top and always update your listings. Some words may work now and be popular, but I promise that in 4 or 5 months, other words and keywords will become more popular. You should update your listings with the upcoming holidays and make sure to change the title or tags at least 2 months before the holiday, so that you have time to get noticed by the search engine, seen by customers in time for them to order and receive their product by that holiday. So don't wait until the last minute. Let's talk about tags and recap the rules that we have discussed in the lesson, The Anatomy of a Successful Etsy Listing. Tip number 1, always use all 13 tags. Tip number 2, use long tail keywords. That means those tags that are formed from 2, 3, or even 4 words. Tip number 3, never, but never add single words. 4, avoid hugely popular keywords like gift for her. Let's do now some do's and don'ts about tags. Do's. Do use all 13 tags. Do use complex tags formed by multi-words. Example, statement necklace, and not statement and necklace. Do use synonyms and regional phrases. Think of what a particular local would call your item and use that in your tags. Make them very personal. Do use long tail keywords. We have already discussed about them, and we know that the long tail keywords are formed of 3 or even 4 words and become very specific search phrases. They are used by customers who really know what they are looking for. And these are more likely to make a purchase right away, exactly in that minute, because they are actively looking for that. And you need to be there with your listing. Combine popular keywords with less popular and niched ones. These long-tail keywords are these niched ones. Very popular keywords have lots of search results, just like women dress. So it will be very difficult for your listing to show up in the first 4, 8, 10 listings from over 800,000 results. But if you add long summer women dress, you get only 30,000 results. So it is getting more specific because you have added an adjective and a season. What about something even more specific, like a style? Gothic summer women dress has 1,399 results. There is your very particular long tail keyword. Don'ts. Don't use similar tags. For example, if you have flamingo print and flamingo art, it's not that great. But if you use flamingo art print and tropical wall decor, you will have better chances to be discovered. Don't repeat categories and attributes. Just like we have discussed earlier, there is no need to repeat the tag women's clothing if your item is already in that category. Don't use any misspellings. This is available for titles and descriptions too. Be very careful with your spelling. I've seen many misspellings around Etsy. Sellers not paying attention, of writing in a hurry, and this will not help you at all. Don't add plurals. Shirt or shirts is basically the same for the search engine. However, personalized or jewelry and jewelry are regional words and their spelling may matter, depending on the location of your ideal customer. If you're selling to United States, you definitely have to write with the US spelling. But if your audience is in the UK, then you need to adapt your spelling to the UK customer. Don't add tags in different languages. The tags should be in the language that you choose when you set up your shop, and that should be English for better indexing regardless your location. Welcome to our interactive workshop, where we will add one listing from scratch, and let's choose a digital item to see exactly how you can create one without any graphic skills and upload it afterwards in Etsy. You will see how to choose the best tags through my favorite method and how to set up everything. Are you ready? Let's begin. The easiest digital product to create is a quote print, because all you need is a cool font and some sparkles of inspiration. You don't need any other graphic elements, illustrations, or photography. But be very careful with copyrights and trademarks, as Etsy is very sensitive when it comes to these. Let's dive into Etsy. As you can see, quote prints are very popular, and as usual, the personalized and custom products are in high demand, being bestsellers or popular now. You could manually create a custom quote for every customer, or you can let them do this themselves through a magical app called Cordial. Cordial allows your customer to edit as they wish a purchased item. It has Etsy integration, so all your listings will be synced, and once a customer purchases your product, they will receive a link to your digital item. This works best with birthday invitations, anniversaries, baby shower cards, and so on. Other popular quotes are the inspirational and motivational ones. And a fantastic idea is to offer sets of prints. These listings are fantastic examples. The first is for digital prints and the second one for physical products where you have the advantage of offering different sets of prints. Now, let's create our own quote print. First of all, we will check out if it's trademarked. Go to the trademark electronic search system. Choose basic word mark search and type in good vibes only. Okay, so it's taken. Let's try live, love, laugh. This is also taken. But what about live, love, repeat? There's only one result which is slightly different, and anyway, it's dead. It's no longer available, so we can happily use this one. Now let's create our quote print with Canva. Choose to design a poster to have that high-quality printing aspect. You can check out a template if you wish. Now you can play with the fonts, add effects to the text, change the size, move around the elements, and so on. In 2 or 3 minutes, you are ready. Download it either in PDF format or PNG in high quality. Great! You can create so many prints every single day. Remember that the ideal selling point is to create sets and bundles of prints in one listing, but we will create a listing just for this quote for this video. Next, you have to create your listing photography. Always add at least 5 photos, so visit placeit.net and get some mockups. Don't forget to add the human touch, this will help you stand out from the crowd. And do not upload the actual quote without any watermarks in the listing photography. Only the actual file that they download after purchase has to be without a watermark. Here you can create a video too, and it's really important to add a video to your listing. It can also be a slideshow that you create in Canva, so it doesn't matter as long as you have a video. Let's add a new listing on Etsy. Add here all your photos, the video, and we will start with our tags. You can use keyword tools to find the best tags, but my favorite method is getting the tags straight from Etsy. Because there is no way that a third-party app has a better pulse than Etsy itself. Let's check out the best-selling listings and see the tags that they have. You'll see their tags at the bottom of the page at Explore Related Searches. And from here, we will see their search results. We need a couple of more general tags, but then we need to focus on those that are not too specific and not too general. Let's try positive prints. Over 80,000 results. Perfect. Let's try positive posters. Over 30,000 results. Even better. What about inspirational poster? Almost 200,000 results. It's a bit on the edge, but we need a more general keyword, so let's go with that as well. Don't use keywords that have over 200,000 results. How else can we define or describe our product? It's a quote print, motivational and inspirational print, poster, quote, but what about positive affirmation? Over 30,000 results. Great. Or what about daily affirmation? Over 8,000 results, even better. I see self-care cards here, so this gives me the idea of a self-care quote. Let's try it. Over 11,000 results. Perfect. We have some amazing tags so far. And what's interesting is that we have discovered some new interesting listings. So let's check out their tags. Self-love art seems a great tag. And it is. Almost 40,000 results. Fantastic! The key is to accurately describe your product through these tags and find different ways of naming your product. Many people use only motivational print, quote, poster, art, etc. They get stuck in almost the same tags. But you need to have various words to reach as many people as possible and never use birthday gift or gift for her, as you'll get lost in the millions of search results. Great, so use the same strategy to find the rest of the tags to add all 13 tags. So, the final tags are positive prints, positive posters, inspirational poster, positive affirmation, daily affirmation, self-care quote, self-love art, live love quote, printable typography, typography poster, typography digital, love quote print, above bed wall art. From these, we can easily create our title. Let's say positive quote print with live, love, repeat, printable typography quote art. Basically, all you need to do is play with your tags and rephrase them. Don't repeat the exact same tags, but play with the words. Now, choose who did the product. You can say I did, it's a finished product, made to order if it's a custom print. Choose your category, digital prints. The moment you choose this, the attributes will show up. Even if they say these are optional, they are not. Nothing is optional for Etsy. It uses every detail to better show your listing to the right audience. Mention it is a digital product, and now let's write our description. Always start with the first 3 words from the title in a sentence. Focus on the first paragraph, make it rich in keywords. Add feelings or a short story. Talk about your customer, how they would feel after purchasing your product. Let's say positive quote print with the uplifting quote, live, love, repeat, to celebrate the best moments in your life and always remind yourself about the endless possibilities this journey brings. Live life to the fullest and love with all your heart. This typography print will brighten up your days, and it's also the perfect self-care gift for all your loved ones. Edith Piaf was once asked in an interview what advice she would give to a child, to a teenager, to a grown man and woman, to an elder. And she replied, to love, for each and every one. Love is our secret engine. Celebrate it with our inspirational poster that you can print as many times as you wish on any product. Add it on a t-shirt or mug or use it as a motivational wall art. Get in touch if you wish to have something customized especially for you. This is an instant download. You'll not receive any physical products. You'll receive 1 or more PNG, PDF files with the printable quote art. How to order. Purchase this listing and you'll be able to download it right away. As soon as the payment is processed, you'll find your file in your account, purchases and reviews. You'll also receive an email from Etsy with a direct link for download. This is for personal use only. You may not resell, share, distribute or post this file. You may not edit it or reuse the file for any other purpose. We own all the copyrights and this file is only for non-commercial use. Thank you so much for understanding. No refunds or cancellations are allowed due to the nature of this product. If you have any issues with the download or the file, please get in touch and we will be happy to help you and send it to you. Thank you so much for visiting our digital world. Explore all our collections and get in touch if you wish any custom work created especially for you. Let's enliven the world with fun and creative art prints and digital products. And this is it. Very important to add a disclosure that it is for personal use only, that they will not receive a physical product, and how to download it. Add then the listing to one of your store sections. Add the price. If you'll have a set of prints, then you can go up to $10 or more. Keep a low quantity to create that sense of urgency in the buyer's mind. If you will offer a custom print, here is where you can turn on the personalization box to ask for information. And finally, upload your file. Make sure that the final file uploaded, PNG or PDF, is in high resolution, at least 300 dots per inch, so that they get a very good printing quality even if they scale up and print on larger materials. Perfect! You are all set to go. If you have any questions, please let me know. I am here for you. Are you ready for more? Let's go!
Customer service is just as important as your product, the quality of it, the delivery speed, SEO, photography, and all these essential things. Customer service is that secret that will get you those extraordinary Etsy reviews that will only help your shop rank higher. Customer service is what will get you from here to that top 1%. This is one of the secrets that will make you better than your competition. If you check out my shop, you can see this right away. Buyers are raving. This shop got multiple 5-star reviews in the past 7 days. Etsy recently added this small announcement that gives your visitors a sort of guarantee and comfort. Then you can see in my reviews that they talk about 3 things: quality, shipping, and customer service. And you can notice that customer service comes second after quality. Excellent customer service will get you out of any situation. That is a promise. How do you achieve this? Communication. Remember what we have discussed so far about making your customer feel good and special. The voice of your brand enters the stage. No matter if you yourself take care of the messages with your customers or someone from your team, you need to decide on the tone that you use with your customers. You need that friendly, heartwarming tone in all your messages. No matter how amazing or bad they are, you need to keep that tone every single time when you communicate with your customers. My process. I receive an order and I immediately contact the customer, welcoming her to my store, telling that I'm so very happy that she loves my collections and that she chose my brand. From over 2 million sellers, she chose me. In that particular moment, in that day, she chose my shop. So this is something really essential. You need to be grateful for this. You need to show them that you are grateful, that they chose you. They clicked on your listing and they finally purchased your product. Then, if you are able to send the order in time and the delivery date works just fine, then it's perfect. Give them the tracking number, all the data that they need to follow the package, and let them know that you are there. If they have any questions, any problems, any issues, whatever they need, you are there. This is really important to let them know that you are reliable and there for them 24/7. You are there. But if you're not able to meet that date, let them know. Connect with them. Form that relationship and that bond. This is really important. Show them that you are there. Yeah. In time, when you will have hundreds and hundreds of customers, even thousands of customers, and you'll get there. When you have that, you'll start to feel a certain customer. You'll start to know them just from the way they write, just from their punctuation marks, just from the way they use words. You will feel if that customer is very impatient, maybe. Even if he says, yeah, okay, no problem, but you feel that it is a problem. So all you need to do is send that order right away. Offer it priority. The customer will be so surprised because you said in 2-3 days you'll receive your package and they receive it the next day. You win them. Keep your customer updated all the time. All the time. If you no longer have the product or if you don't have that same color as pictured, you just have to ask them, hey, are you okay with this? Do you like this? Do you want this? It wasn't meant to be right now. I can offer you the refund. That's it. I mean, this happens as well. Have a very open dialogue with your customers. Most of the times they understand and they appreciate so much a seller who comes forward. They will appreciate you even more. And most of the times they will say, yeah, that's fine with me. Thank you for asking. This is so important. Let's talk about the unsatisfied customer. So, the customer has received their item and they are not happy at all. Usually, if you have shown them from the start that you are open to dialogue, they will write you a message and they will let you know what the problem is. They will also try to sort it out with you. You know, they wouldn't give you a bad review. They just want to receive the right product or they just want to be happy with their purchase. So they will try to sort it out. And that's fine. That's perfect. You just have to negotiate with them, see what they want, see what you can offer. Can you send them again the product free of any charge? Can you, I don't know, offer them credit in your store? Just negotiate and sort this out with them. Make them happy. Storytelling. I'm going to share with you a couple of essential things that will help you to tell your story right. Since the very beginning, we have used storytelling to share our experiences, our knowledge, our beliefs, to inspire warriors to go to battles and win them, and to teach us all how to dream. Everybody is using storytelling every single day. When you tell a funny story to your best friend, when we vlog, I'm telling you a story right now.
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a king with a dog.
No, I'm just kidding. This part was scripted. Part of my story. This part. This part. And
And this part.
number one, know your audience. When you know your audience, you'll know better how to address to them. Tell your story right. Who's your audience? Two, define your core message. What is the essence of your story? What is your why? Why are you doing this? What do you really want to say? Number three, how to tell your story. What is your tone? What is the mood that you want to create? What is the atmosphere that you want to create? What kind of story are you telling? From what angle are you telling the story? Do you talk directly to the people? Are you using maybe a narrator? Are you telling the story through a scene? Are you telling the story through a short animation, a short film? Are you choosing a blog post, a podcast?
How are you telling your story? There are so many.
Are you kidding me?
I'm
Don't you have
sorry,
my script?
wasn't my turn.
People are waiting.
What people?
People, you know.
We are recording.
Sorry, guys. 4. What is your purpose? Define the call to action. So you have to decide if you want to entertain, if you want to educate your audience. You also need to define the purpose in your story. 5. The key ingredients of storytelling. When we hear a story, our body produces the hormone oxytocin, which makes us form an instant connection to our storyteller. I hope you feel that. The first ingredient, connection. Keep that in mind. If you manage to establish that connection, it's so much easier to deliver your message and to tell your story in the right way. Another ingredient is emotion. After you establish that connection, the audience is ready to receive more information, is maybe more relaxed. Maybe they don't have, any walls. Nothing is between you and them. And now you can trigger more emotions by using empathy, suspense. You can touch a sensitive chord, make them remember something from their childhood, make them relate to something in your story. They either relate with you, with what you represent, or they can relate with an element from your story, with a character maybe from your story. These senses help our imagination go even further. They help us enrich reality, or maybe they help us create reality.
Every good story plays a bit with your senses.
Animate the imagination of your listener. Create that atmosphere. Give it sound. Give it music. Give it nice images. Give it touch. Give it rhythm. Give it silence. Give it space. Give it time. Use effects or not. Make it raw. Give it magic. Put some cartoons around you. I don't know why. Do whatever you need to do to tell your story right. Sometimes it's best to not follow any rules. Forget everything. Don't listen to anyone and just do what you want. But I'm telling you one thing. Before getting that fancy camera, don't. All that you need is in your pocket. With your phone, you can create anything, or with a basic camera. It's not about the equipment. It's about what's here, your creativity, and your ability to tell a story. Your talent that you have, trust me, you have, we all have it. We told stories long before technology, and we will keep on telling stories no matter the tools that we have. Now we have this medium. We are creators now here on this platform. We are using all the tools that we have, but maybe in 10 years, who knows what tools we might have then. We will keep on telling stories regardless of our means. But we will keep on doing that because the need is in us and people want to hear stories. We need to hear stories. If you focus on these and try to make your audience connect with you, feel you, and listen to you, and react to your message, then you will become a fantastic storyteller.